All right, welcome to the Packer Franchise Podcast. I'm your host, Packer Franchise. We are just a few days away from the big annual Super Bowl where every year it's the Patriots against another NFC team. Or it's been really like that for the past couple years. The New England Patriots are always in the Super Bowl against the team from the NFC, either prove that they're why they're there or that the refs help them out. Sorry, Saints fans, I kind of had to. But let's talk about how both these teams got here and that how or what they did to get here. Obviously, for the New England Patriots, they went 11-5 in the regular season, and they beat the Chargers and the Chiefs to make it to Super Bowl 53. As for the LA Rams, they went 13-3 and beating the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints to advance Super Bowl 53. The New England Patriots why they're here right now is basically because they're the same organization every year, and everyone likes to hate on the Patriots because they are so good. Listen, everyone knew after the game is tied at Kansas City when Tom Brady won the coin toss or the Patriots and they got the ball, I knew that game was over. Everyone knew that game was over because Tom Brady, I even told myself, I'm like, if Tom Brady gets his ball, it's over. It's over. You got the greatest quarterback of all time. You got the greatest coach in the NFL today. Vince Lombardi still holds the title for greatest coach of all time. And you got a team that doesn't mess with, some of these other teams going around like the Pittsburgh Steelers with the drama issues. The New England Patriots always stay focused. They always stay to what's they're ahead. They acquired Josh Gordon earlier in the season, I believe after week 4 or 3 or something like that. And thanks to the help of Josh Gordon, they got him a few good, impressive wins over the Colts, Packers, etc. Sony Michel didn't do anything much for the Patriots all season long and turned out to be a stud in the playoffs for the New England Patriots, especially in a game against the Chargers. When you talk on the defensive side, it felt like the New England Patriots defense was just going to be awful. Earlier in the season, giving up, 30, 31, 27, 34, 31, and after the second half clicked in, the Patriots were back to normal selves. And I'm not going to lie, I thought the Patriots, I knew they were going to win a divisional round, but I thought they were going to lose an AFC Championship game against the Chiefs because the Patriots are not that good on the road. At least for this season, besides the playoff game. They went 3-5 on the road, 2 of those wins being against the division rivals Bills and Jets. And the third one was against the Chicago Bears. You look at this Patriots team now, and for them to overcome on the road at Kansas City against the hottest team in the league, besides the Saints, it's pretty remarkable. Like, listen, I honestly thought Patrick Mahomes was in that Chiefs offense. I thought they would do a bit better in that game. But time after time again, if you doubt the Patriots, they're going to make you feel silly. But, Brian Flores did a great job coaching the defense for the Patriots. Josh McDaniels, like always, I thought he was going to be a candidate for the head coaching job for the Green Bay Packers. He's done a terrific job setting up screen passes and checkdowns. It's just the Patriot way. And everyone likes to hate on the Patriots. But honestly, they're just that good. And we're going to be real with that. But anyways, enough with the Patriots. We all know they're good. We all know that as long as Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are at the helm, no one can possibly stop the Patriots. Unless, time and the age will get to them. But not yet. Now let's move on over to the NFC, as I like to call it, the annual new team every year that will face off against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And those are the Los Angeles Rams. How the Rams got here? Well, like I said earlier, they went 13-3, and they beat the Cowboys and the Saints to advance the Super Bowl. Now, before I get into the Rams deeply, I know there's going to be some people saying, like, well, the Rams didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve a chance Super Bowl because the refs robbed the Saints. And as much as I like to say, hey, yeah, that's a bad call, terrible pass interference, should have been pass interference, Saints got robbed. The Saints didn't really get robbed. Well, they did, but they had the ball in overtime. Their defense could have stopped Jared Goff. They still scored points on that drive. Their defense could have stopped Jared Goff from tying the game. And the Saints were up double digits. And I said earlier in my AFC and NFC Championship recaps, there was a play in the game which I changed momentum. And it was that fourth down fake punt by the Rams. Johnny Hekker to Sam Shields on a 4th and 3 or 4th and 6, something like that. Sam Shields ran, I believe, a curl route, in and out, but they converted it, and the Rams scored a touchdown on that drive. That was the game changer. So, before I get into more on Rams, I just wanted to say that the refs didn't really screw the Rams much as Saints fans wanted to say, but the Saints had plenty of opportunity to possibly end that game. But anyways, why the Rams are here? Why are the Rams here? Well, first off, they had a big free agency spending. They've acquired many players like Brandon Cooks, Sam Shields, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, Ndamukong Suh. And this deal didn't go, but there were reports earlier in the season, or at the beginning of the season, before Khalil Mack was traded to the Bears, or this was after, my bad, that the Los Angeles Rams were actually going to trade picks for Khalil Mack. So could you imagine that defensive front for the LA Rams? Suh, Donald, and also, they signed Aaron Donald. Crazy. And they picked up C.J. Anderson, I want to say halfway through the season. I don't really pay attention to C.J. Anderson much, but except for, obviously his big playoff game against the Cowboys and what he did against the Saints. C.J. Anderson is still a solid running back. He's not a top running back, but he's good enough to at least make some plays. So the Rams got here because of free agency spendings and also the head coach or the mastermind of Sean McVay. Sean McVay won Coach of the Year last year. Everyone thought it should have been Doug Peterson, which could be true. But Sean McVay turned a Rams team that went 4-12 to 2 years later are in the Super Bowl. He turned Jared Goff into probably going to be one of the elite quarterbacks for years to come. That's saying something. Yeah, Sean McVay did a terrific job. Wade Phillips, defensive coordinator, did a good job throughout the season, like always. And people never give this for granted, but you gotta appreciate the aggressive calls. There's 2 calls by Sean McVay where I'm like, aggressive is the key in the league now. First is going to be that 4th down play against the Seahawks where they could have punted it to Russell Wilson to give him a chance to come back. but Sean McVay on his own 45, or it was about midfield, he said, we're going to end this game because we're going to punch it in. 4th and inches, gets it, they win the game. Russell wasn't going to get a chance. So, and obviously the Rams Saints, but Sean McVay had tons of aggressive plays. And he's not the only one, obviously. I mean, there's Sean Payton had aggressive play calling too. Bill Belichick can have aggressive play callings also. You got to take chances sometimes in the National Football League if you want to go to Super Bowl. But yeah, those are how they got here and why they're here. 2 brilliant teams. One going for the big, the greatest dynasty probably of all time against a team trying to start a new dynasty. The LA Rams and the Patriots. I mean, it doesn't really get any better than this. I know people are going to be boycotting Super Bowl and all that stuff, but let's be real, they're going to watch it. The old historic dynasty greats against the new aggressive young coach and players. In my opinion, this should be a top 5 Super Bowl of all time if things play out correctly. I'm gonna make another podcast too, talking about Super Bowl. I can have fun with the podcast, but that's another podcast. But anyways, I know people want to have my predictions or hear my predictions. So here's how it's gonna be played down in the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I took a lot of thought, and last year I picked the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I felt like the Eagles' defense was the better defense. I felt like the Eagles' offense was better at the time because Nick Foles was on fire. And, Alshon Jeffrey balled out, Corey Clement, you name it. Nelson Aguilar, you name the receivers, they played well. The last 2 years, I picked the NFC to beat the Patriots. And I went 1-1. Falcons should have won. The Eagles, they obviously won. And this year, I'm going to pick the Rams. I feel like the Patriots defense, even though they've been kind of clutch recently, I just feel like the Rams offense is just too much for the Patriots defense to handle. The Patriots, the toughest offense New England faced was Kansas City. And Kansas City dropped 78 points in 2 games. Oh no, correction, sorry about that. 71 points in 2 games. Explosive offenses. I mean, Tennessee's not an explosive offense, but they dropped 34. Jacksonville dropped 31. Pittsburgh 21. I mean that's honestly impressive against the Steelers team. But anyways, I feel like the Patriots defense cannot hold up with the Rams offense. The Patriots offense will hold up against the Rams defense. The only thing I'm concerned of is how will the Patriots offensive line do against Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh. I feel like that will be the key factor in the game, as long as also with Sony Michel, which I feel like the Patriots have to rely on him more because Tom Brady's going to get probably beat up back there if his offensive linemen ain't careful. Sony Michel, James White, key factors in the game. Score prediction 2. I'm actually going to say 26-21. I feel like Sean McVay is going to score a touchdown, or Sean McVay and the Rams offense, they're going to score a touchdown. They're going to miss 2-point conversion, and then the Rams defense is going to win it for the Patriots, or no, for the Rams. But yeah, 26-21 is going to be the final, in my opinion. Super Bowl MVP will belong to, surprisingly enough, Aaron Donald. I don't feel like, Super Bowl or QB should be in Super Bowl MVP this year. It's been Nick Foles, Tom Brady. But yeah, those are my final predictions. 26-21 Rams. Right here first. I'll be posting podcasts a couple days about Super Bowl. Gonna try to get a few more Super Bowl podcasts later on tonight, and I'll post them over the weekend to get you ready for the big game. Leave me in the comments who you're picking to win, Patriots or Rams. Honestly, it should be a great game. Let's enjoy, one last football game before we have to go in a long off season. But all right, thank you guys for watching. To ball guys, like always, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And also leave me in the comments if you want me to cover other sports as we head into off season. I know it's gonna be Packer only page, but I'm probably gonna cover big events like March Madness, Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA Finals, or playoffs. But let me know. Alright, guys, enjoy the big game. Stay safe. Weather should be fine on Super Bowl Sunday. So, alright, guys, take care. Bye.